What's up, guys? I'm Joe, the therapist. The title of today's therapy and coaching newsletter is Try Something Simple and Hard for 30 Days. Now, what do I really mean by that? What I really mean is try something that's simple, a simple action, but could be hard emotionally for 30 days and just see how it goes. First, let me keep it real with you, as I like to say in the room, and tell you what I did for 30 days. For those who know, I did two things. Number one, a special little birdie inspiring me to do Dry January, the first time I ever did it. Then I set my ass aside from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. every day before work and pushed and published a blog post. The truth is, some blog posts were good, some I think were very good, some you could say the argument in them fell a little bit short. But no matter what, I did it. And I want you to take away these two takeaways that came from it, and then I'm going to talk about what you could do that's simple and hard for yourself, but totally doable for the next 30 days. The first thing when it came to Dry January is I noticed two things. The urges were significantly less from the first major encounter to the second major encounter. Let me take you back to the beginning of the month and AFC wildcard weekend. At my cousin's house, the fridge opened, and oh my God, I was ready to lose it and reach in and grab a Truly or a White Claw when I saw those, specifically the strawberry lemonade one. Yes, I like Trulies. Yes, I like White Claws. Leave me alone. Anyways, okay, the physical sensation you could actually feel rising through my chest. And I went, I want a White Claw. But that was a bad moment. That was an urge in a moment. I remember I grabbed onto my bottle of water and then just sucked it up. And in that moment, the urge subsided. Urges are like emotional waves. They come and they go. Now, speaking of the same urge, remember, I want to show you how the urge changed from beginning of the month to the end of the month. Yesterday, with that same group of friends, I'm watching the Royal Rumble. Yes, we still watch wrestling. Yes, we watch just to hang out and have fun. No, we don't really like it. The product sucks. That's a different story. Anyways, when that same refrigerator opened with those same White Claws, specifically the raspberry lemonade one, which sounds kind of interesting, okay? Or I think it was white lemon. It was lemonade, truly, actually. Anyways, the urge was significantly less. I noticed it, I looked, I wanted it, but even that physical feeling that came up in my body initially from AFC Wildcard Weekend was less. That was it. Now, let me shift you over to the other 30 days that came out, which is blogging. That urge and habit grew in a different way. I was ready to grow more after about 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Every day, I went to work at 7 a.m. and work is at 8 a.m. I went there, I put pen to paper, I pushed really hard to hit the publish button on my website, send an email, and boom, you guys had a blog post. And then I even had to share it on Instagram. But what really came was after 2 or 3 weeks, I was ready to grow this habit even more. Eventually, it felt like a routine and a skill that I was developing. So, after 3 weeks, I said, I'm ready for YouTube. I knew that YouTube was my next thing. And after 3 weeks of blogging and that last little week of it, I was ready to push the envelope. Now, let's get to you guys. I want you to ask yourself, what's something simple but hard that I could do for 30 days that will advance me in something that's significant that I want to work on? Maybe it's getting in great shape, losing a few pounds. Maybe it's saving some money for that fun vacation. Maybe it's advancing your career, starting your business, studying for a test that's going to advance your career. Or maybe you want to have fun. You're single and dating. You're in a relationship. You're married. You just want your fun, personal, or romantic life to be a little bit better. So let's see what you could do. You want to get in great shape, I want you to ask yourself, what can I do that's simple, a simple action, but could be hard emotionally, like setting an alarm clock, staying up late, working through I don't want to do it, to do for a health perspective? Is it walking on the treadmill for 30 minutes? Is it going on the elliptical for 30 minutes? Is it taking a walk? If you're in shape or you're a dude that works out 3 or 4 times a week, is it working out 5 to 6 times a week? Is it just going on the Stairmaster for 30 minutes or 40 minutes? You have to ask yourself, what can I do to make my fitness habits a little bit better? If that's what you want, ask yourself after, can I do this? If the answer is absolutely, go do it. All I ask is this, a suggestion, recommendation, pick a definite day, which is every day, and time to do this habit by. If it's before work, ask yourself, what time for sure before work am I getting on that bike, that elliptical, that Stairmaster? Am I going to the gym? If it's after work, ask yourself, no matter what, I'm putting my stuff down, and by 7 o'clock at night, I'm at the gym, or I'm on the Stairmaster, or I'm on the elliptical at home. Or ask yourself, is it right before bed? Right before bed, by 9:30, by 10, I'm doing that activity. Now, if you want to save some money for a fun vacation, ask yourself, can I save away 5 or 10%, put in a savings account for this month? Boom, you did the challenge and you're kind of done. We'll get to that later. I really don't want to talk about money too much on here. Anyways, but I did. So, what about your career? What about advancing your purpose in life? What can you do? What do you really want to do? For me, it was blogging and expanding the service in this business. For you, it might be taking a test. So ask yourself, do I want to advance my career? Is something coming up? What do I need to do for 30 days? Should I update my resume? Should I apply for jobs that I make $10,000, $12,000 more a year? What should I do every day for 30 days? Apply for a new job every day, update my resume, focus on it. Ask yourself this, if I really want to advance my career, what do I need to do a little bit for the next 30 days? You know the answer. Come on, and ask yourself, can I definitely do that? If the answer is yes, go do it. Remember, simple action, but it's a little hard emotionally. Now, to the fun stuff, where this started. If you're single and dating, if you're in a relationship, or you're married, if you're a man that wants to do a little better therapeutically, here we go. If you're single and dating, my ultimate MO is always this. You're cute, what's your name? Now, you're cute, what's your name? Those are my words. More importantly, I want to know what your words are. Let's be realistic. Sometimes we're not ready for your cute, what's your name? It might be just, hey, what's going on? Smiling, or even going out. I'll always be willing to meet you where you're at, as long as you're willing to do something that's simple but hard. So ask yourself, what's something simple, a simple action, but hard that I could do for the next 30 days? Is it going out saying, you're cute, what's your name? Here's a little tip. If you really want to, say it. But ask yourself, if I was going to give a girl a nice, simple compliment like, you're cute, what would it be? And if I was going to be direct and decisive, like, what's your name? What would it be? Maybe it's, hey, you're really cute. What's your number? Maybe it's, you know what? I was looking at you. I really want to take you out. What's your number? Ask yourself what you would say. If you're a man that's in a relationship or you're married and you find yourself at times angry with your girl, jealous with your wife, or just feeling a certain way, walk through that door and do one thing for 30 days. Hey, babe, how's your day? Do it with a smile. And then please shut up and listen. And then, if you can, tell me more. So guys, in summation, in closing, ask yourself, what's something simple and hard that I could do for 30 days? Write it down. Ask yourself that and look at it and ask yourself, can I actually do this? If the answer is yes, go do it. Guys, if you're curious about learning about my service, my website, or want to work with me, click the link to my website below. And if you really like, you can contact me directly. I'll include my email below. Thanks, guys.